John, obviously last week was a really good one for the club. Some really important wins, tying some really important players down to new contracts for another couple of years. I suppose now it's back to focusing on the next games that are coming up, and we've got another really difficult game on Saturday against Annan Athletic.
Yeah, it was a great week last week, magnificent week. With regards to the 9 points out of the 3 games, and the great news about Leon and Callum extending their contracts, which was massive boost to everyone. Yeah, and so it was going along in a sort of upward trajectory, everything going really smoothly, and the game wasn't a brilliant game from our point of view. It was one of our better performances, but we found a way to win, which was really important. Like to have scored more goals, obviously, particularly the second half when Celtic put it to 10 men. But as I say, fair play to Celtic, they defended really well in the day in the second half in particular. So we move on to Annan. Annan not so long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, beat Hamilton at Hamilton. They then had a win against Stirling Albion at home, and last week 2-1 defeat up at Cove, which fair trek for Annan to Cove. So that in itself could not the greatest for Cove, for Annan going all the way up to Cove, and so you can maybe give them that type of thing. So probably as good a form in the season as they have been. Dangerous opposition. Big lad Goss gets him up the park. He's a handful. He's a big strong boy, and got a young lad on loan from Newcastle who chipped him a goal. Against Cove, I think it was, and I think Aidan Smith will come back into the team in some way. He's been suspended for the last 2 weeks, so I watched them myself. Against Hamilton, myself and Paul were there, and then again against Alloa, we watched them again, and they gave Alloa a right good run for their money as well. The midweek game there, Alloa scored first, but they worked a really good corner kick routine, Annan, to score their equaliser, and it was very nip and tuck, before Connor Salmon scored late in the game for Alloa to win the game. So even away from home to say Alloa, they gave them a game. Alloa being 5 wins in February, 5 wins in February for Alloa. So very much in for them, and as I say, Annan gave them a game. So we respect all the opposition we come up against. We've done our work, we've done our preparation, and we're good to go. We have the whole squad to choose from. Dylan's only came back into training today. He had a bit of a hips flexor concern, but Big Cammy's gone back, available tomorrow. So we have the full strength squad to choose from, and we're looking forward to the game, because obviously we know the situation. We're not going to deviate from one game at a time. Everything's about winning the game tomorrow and then take it from there. But I'll get another big week coming up with, again, Saturday to Saturday, 3 games, Cove in midweek, and then still an Albion away, which will start the last quarter. So 2 games to go in this quarter. Sitting on 19 points from 21. So can we get to 22 from a possible 24, which would be getting us very close to the 23 that we've got the previous 2 quarters. If we can get to that 22, we've got a good opportunity to get to 25. So, no trying to look too far ahead, but you don't have to be the brains of Britain to work that one out. But we've kind of broke the season up into quarters, and 23 and 23 was magnificent. And if we can go and equal that or get better than that, that would be obviously right up there. So plenty of motivation. We know we've got to try and get to 80 points. Hamilton can only get to 79. So we know we need to get 15 points. We would like to get these 15 points as quickly as possible for everyone's benefit. And obviously tomorrow, Annan's team, they stand between us and 3 points.
Obviously, you mentioned that it's all about looking towards the next game and whether you can win that game. But obviously, as seems to be the kind of habit recently, it's another quick turnaround to Cove, only a couple of days in between. Yeah. And it's always a difficult game, especially going all the way up to Aberdeen on a Tuesday night. Yeah.
Well, obviously we've got to take care of Annan first, but it is a quick turnaround. But it's the same for Cove. They're in Edinburgh, so they've obviously got a bit of travel down to Edinburgh, then back up the road, and we'll be in on Sunday and preparing for that game. And yeah, we'll probably do a little bit of rotation again to get some fresh legs on the pitch and keep everyone kind of like motivated. But nonetheless, we want to continue this run. I've just spoke about the points there that we, could get, and so we want to continue that. Cove have kind of dropped out where it looked like they were a certainty for like third place. They were on a great run towards the end of the year and maybe just the start of this year, but then it's for some reason or other, it's kind of like Alloa's went up and passed them by, and Montrose have passed them by, and probably want to try and get that team back into the playoff position. So I'm sure they'll be well up for it and going to cause us problems. But we played very well out here against Cove. We were excellent on the night, and it may take another performance like that to win up at Cove.
You mentioned that you've got a pretty much fully fit squad ready to go for Saturday, so a chance perhaps for the fans to see Callum Morrison back in front of the home crowd. They'll probably have been disappointed not to have seen him after the news broke that he signed his contract, so good little boost to have him back. Absolutely,
yeah, definitely, yeah. He picked up a groin injury towards the end of last week, and that kind of put him out for the weekend. So I'm sure a great big, sold out the allocation last week. All the Falkirk fans that came along. Another big, massive thank you to you for selling out. I'm sure Kelly were pleased as well, and I'm sure you were all there to, maybe give Callum some compliments for him signing his new contract. Yeah, but you'll get a great opportunity tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. Callum will be back in the starting 11 tomorrow. So yes, he'll be looking forward to that himself. To show the fans his appreciation as well, so it should be a mutual thing, and yeah, we look forward to getting Callum back on the park.
I think we're also very close to, if not by now, selling out the Kevin McAllister stand for I think the 6th home game in a row. So again, really good support from the fans, and I think another 3 games scheduled to be televised. I think looking like box office burns at the moment.
Yeah, well, you've said it. Aye, very good, Adam. That's good for you. Yeah, it'd be great to get 6 sellouts, McAllister stand, consecutively. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. The fans would be magnificent. Absolutely, incredible. Long may it last. Long may it last. They're obviously enjoying their football, enjoying winning games, and they're enjoying being at the top of the table. We've got a nice cushion there. We want to try and, as I say, get the business done as soon as we possibly can. We need that backing for the fans, I don't know if trying to frustrate us, as most teams try to do, but they have a threat at the other end of the pitch as well. So we would like it to be plain sailing, but sometimes it's no, and sometimes there's little bumps in the road. But hopefully over the 90 minutes we can get the job done, and with the backing of the fans, yeah, I'm sure we will.
Just hoping, John. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Adam.